Hey everyone, my name is Chris Lambert, and on this channel we talk Kanye West. And today we're talking Kanye and the Kentucky election results from the polls that weren't real, but Kanye thought was real, and some of us thought were real at first, and just what happened and why did it happen. I'm sure most of you at this point know kind of the superficial story, but there is more to it, which is kind of interesting. So this is how it started for me. I mean, this is kind of where it ended. You see, Kanye tweeted 21 hours ago the Lex 18 website that had the election results, and then the photo right here that showed Joe Jorgensen with 36% of the vote, which like immediately was like, what? But Kanye having 40,000 votes and 19%. And dude was through the roof. He posted this video, which is him like running. Like, do you see these results? Did you see the results? Like, look at this. And you can see how excited he is. And it caused him to like get so excited. People tried to talk me out of running for president. Never let the weak controlling people kill your spirits. Like, he starts retweeting things. He shares a story. He puts out music. Like, he was so excited. And there hasn't been any word since, I'm sure at this point he's heard that the results were like incorrect, right? You can see here the Kentucky election results shared by Kanye West are not valid. Local journalists confirm, which it bothered me that they had labeled it as manipulated media, because at the time when he posted this, this was legitimately what was on their webpage and was on the link that was going around. Like, I checked the page several times. So it started for me when Life of Julian said Kanye is almost doubling Biden's votes and has 10 times as many votes as Trump in Kentucky primaries. And I was like, wait, you got to be kidding me. And then I think that might not be right. The vote totals are very strange, not just the results. So then Kanye tweets it, and I'm saying they're showing these voting results so far, which I got labeled manipulated media too. It's a shame. But shortly thereafter, you can see 19 hours. So it took 2 hours for them to really respond to it. Someone discovered a cached web link that we used during June's primary election to post Associated Press election results. The old link was still populating current AP data and showed test results, which is part of the preparation the AP does in advance of elections. So essentially, the Associated Press gathers polling data and exit polls and starts to push that out to all these local news sites across the country, right? And these sites all draw from that AP page, and the AP will test those to make sure that all of them are showing the same thing and running in coordination. And Lex 18 happened to have that page still live and like Googleable and findable. The results shown were not valid. They were simply part of a test. We regret the discovery of the cached web link. They're really like honing in on that when I'm almost positive I Googled Lex 18 election results and clicked on the link, and it was just as easy as that, rather than it being like a cached web link. And have removed the data from that page. We apologize for any confusion, which ended up getting me some like flack. There were people telling me that like I was clout chasing and it wasn't real, like capper for clout, right? Or just like 000, and it's like, no, like what I tweeted was on the page, and that's why they kind of confirmed it. But it started like people saying like Kanye's not sharing current election results from Kentucky, they're old AP test numbers. And it's like he was sharing what was on the site. It's strange to me just like how many people started blaming him for sharing it when there were people that were legitimately like, it's showing that, like, is that right? Is that like, what's going on? It wasn't necessarily his fault it was on the site, but you can see here that Chanos Excite Bike was like, he tweeted my screenshot, haha. And you're kind of like, how do you know it's like your screenshots, right? But then you can see here, bruh, no way, 23 hours before, and like that screenshot, it's that battery life, 626, there we go. Like, the numbers match up, and you can see Chano said that he tweeted it, and this was at 7:02 p.m. like my time, which would have been 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. I'm Central Time Zone. He DM'd it to Consequence on Instagram, who is active now. And Con, send this to Ye. He got 40K votes in Kentucky so far and is beating Trump and Biden in early voting. Here's the link. Scroll down to the first page. Like, man, so it's just wild to me to think that, like, Chanos here just tweets this to Consequence or DMs this to Consequence on Instagram, and Consequence looks at it, sends it to Kanye, and then Kanye tweets about it, right? And it inspires Kanye to not only tweet about it, but to drop new music that none of us had heard before, but then also send like reporters into a tizzy over the fact that like there are these election results, and then Twitter has to make this like whole page discussing it. You have people writing articles about it. You have checkmark people being like, this is what's going on. Like, all from Chanos, like, just DMing Consequence. Like, I'm sure Kanye probably would have seen it at some point in time, right? Like, it was starting to pick up on Twitter and people were starting to share it. But it's just funny that it's just like, yeah, we can trace back to how this started, why it happened, and the aftermath of it, which is pretty interesting and pretty funny to me. But that's it. That's all I got for this video. We'll see how the real election results go. You should go vote if you are eligible to vote. Highly encouraged. I know you may not be excited about it all the time, but it's still a very important thing. And I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. I think in this election, we all kind of have our minds made up about who we're looking to vote for and why, but just encourage you to be sure and go cast that vote. It is important in our country to make sure that that happens time and time again, and not just for president, but for senators, congresspeople, local judges, sheriff, all those down ballot things that seem kind of like weird and meaningless. As you get older, like me entering my 30s, you start to realize just how important all of those things are. So, if you've never voted before, now's a great time to start. And if you have voted already, like, good on you. That's it. So if you're enjoying the channel and you want to help us out, the easiest way is liking, subscribing, or commenting. Those things tell YouTube this is a channel people enjoy, and they show it to more people. And then the thing that we're most well known for is our line-by-line lyrical analysis of Kanye's discography. It will forever change the way that you listen to Kanye's music. We have two ways of listening. There's a free way on Apple, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts, and we currently have our College Dropouts 2.0 season releasing week by week for free if you want to listen to that. But our whole catalog is available on Patreon for $5 a month. And you can get our College Dropout 2.0, our Late Registration 2.0, and we're releasing new episodes at a pretty good clip. So we'll finish up with Late Registration in a couple weeks and then get into Graduation a little while after that. And you'll get all of those episodes way ahead of hearing them on the public feed, as well as our Jesus is King, Ye, and Kids See Ghost 1.0 episodes. So if you want to have how you listen to Kanye change forever, if in a good way, right? Just like more appreciation and more insight than you could ever imagine, go ahead and give that a listen. Until next time, though, stay wavy and keep it loopy. Cheers.